Throughout time, people across the world told each other tales of how they came to be, of heroes and monsters, romance and tragedy, death and rebirth. Mythology helped shape the ancient world, explaining the unexplainable. This is Mythology Unleashed. Christmas and other holidays centered around the beginning of winter are often a time for joy and celebration, a time of warmth and love, gifts, feasts, music, lights to stave off the cold and the dark of winter. Yet lurking within the shadows cast by the bright lights are monsters that embody the darkest aspects of the cold season. From the Icelandic ogress Grýla, to the Yule cat Jólakötturinn, to the infamous Krampus. Hailing from Alpine folklore comes one that may be beautiful, or may be hideous, but is terrifying regardless. Perchta, the Christmas witch. Also referred to as Frau Perchta and a host of other regional names, Perchta was a monster colder and crueler than even the harshest of winter winds, with a love for punishing and killing those who failed to uphold cultural taboos. Some stories claim that she was a beautiful maiden with hair as white as snow and a pale complexion to match. A serene vision of loveliness, perhaps utilized as a means to lull victims into a false sense of security. Other stories portray her as a grotesque, haggard old woman that represented the cold and rotting aspects of winter, complete with wrinkled flesh, cruel eyes, wild hair, and a tattered cloak. And then there are other stories that give her more animalistic features, such as claws, fangs, horns, or even a webbed foot akin to that of a swan or a goose, no doubt further separating her from mortals. No matter which form Perchta assumed, or if she had the power to shapeshift into different forms, she was always depicted as a powerful being, never one to be trifled with. Yet it is possible that she was not always a monstrous figure, and may have at one point been rather benevolent as opposed to evil. Many scholars, including Jacob Grimm, have hypothesized that Perchta was at one point considered a powerful matron goddess of the Alpine region, some believing that she was associated with the home and the hearth, others spinning and weaving, while others say that she ruled over the winter season. This may be where the depictions of Perchta as a beautiful woman may arise from, though much of her original tales have been lost to time, in part due to the nature of oral storytelling with ever-changing details, as well as with the gradual shifts of religious beliefs and societal ideals in the region. With the rise of Christianity in Central Europe, Perchta was reshaped into a cold and frightening figure, resembling the old crone archetype that was popularly used in Christian iconography of the time. As the legend goes, Perchta would roam about the countryside and enter homes during the 12 nights between Christmas and Epiphany, accompanied by an unsavory entourage of witches on broomsticks, horned demons, and even the shades of unbaptized children following close behind her. Once within a home, she would seek out the household children, equipped with the knowledge of how a child or a young servant had behaved during the year. Those who had finished spinning the wool and flax, had worked hard in the field, or were polite to their parents and neighbors, she would reward by leaving a small silver coin in a shoe or a pail. But if they were rude, lazy, ill-mannered, or bad-tempered, had not cleaned the home, or had yet to finish spinning flax by the 12th night, the Christmas witch would slit their stomachs open, rip out their entrails, and stuff the fleshy, empty cavity with straw and stones. A gruesome act indeed, and one that garnered her the nickname, the Belly Slitter. Other tales only add to her horrifying reputation, by making Perchta a leader of the fabled Wild Hunt, a vast gathering of spectral figures on horseback who would ride about the countryside in search of the souls of the damned, or anyone unlucky enough to stumble into their path. As terrifying as Perchta may be, it is said that her wrath may be swayed by leaving food and drink at the doorstep, in addition to simply behaving properly. Of the many grisly, killer monsters who roam the winter night, Perchta is among the most gruesome and among the most mysterious. Whether or not she was beautiful or hideous, a pagan goddess that had been demonized beyond recognition, a savage leader of the wild hunt, or simply a Christmas and New Year's-based boogeyman created as a means to keep unruly children in line, Perchta remains among the darkest Christmas legends ever conceived. So should you happen to find yourself in the rural areas of Central Europe, it is best that you remain courteous and productive, lest you suffer the wrath of the Christmas witch.